What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So we got some breaking news, man. So Chicago rap artist Lil Durk has been arrested over murder for hire conspiracy. Now this news broke like 12 a.m. like 12 a.m. Right now, yesterday, five men were arrested over a murder for hire conspiracy in California. They were indicted. A few of those men were OTF affiliates. OTF is Lil Durk's record label, Only the Family, right? And so after these men got arrested, five of these men got arrested, people were like, yo, they coming for Durk next. They coming for Durk next because, it's all tied to him. Basically, um, these men were arrested for murder for hire conspiracy, committing murder for hire resulting in death, conspiracy to commit, as well as the use of carry and discharge of a firearm, including a machine gun, in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. And that death that they're talking about is Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pop, right? Now, Lil Pop was unalived. I gotta say unalived. I can't say the K word or I might get demonetized. He was unalived a while back. I think some years ago, a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago, a couple of years ago in California, right? And so this happened. Everybody feels in retaliation for King Von's death, right? Because Quando Rondo was involved in that situation. Quando Rondo's friend, what's the brother name? Lil Tim. His friend was the one who let off the shots and all of that. And it came from a confrontation between King Von and Quando Rondo, right? And all of that. That's how Von ended up losing his life. And so they feel like this is retaliation for King Von's death. Anyway, so what they're saying is that the flights to California, the car rentals, all of that was attached to a OTF debt credit card or whatever, like a company credit card. And so they're saying, well, Durk hired these individuals to commit this crime, to unalive an individual, right? And so they got one of the dudes I recognize was Durk, one of Durk close homies named Diddy. Now, Diddy served several years in prison for a while and got out some years back, right? But when I saw this, I said, wow. Because this is a feds. Durk has been indicted by federally indicted. He's getting this is federal charges he's facing, federal charges. So what I always think about is when the feds come, they usually got something they can make stick. Majority of the time, they have something that they can make stick when they come. So Durk got arrested in Broward County in Florida, and then he's going to be extradited he's going to be moved to California, right, where the rest of these gentlemen are. And so the rest of these men are. Now, first I'm like, they attaching him to the credit cards and all of that. But now they're saying one of Durk's other close friends and affiliates, OTF Jam, who recently served a 12-year sentence. They're saying OTF Jam allegedly wore a wire for multiple years, right? He wore a hidden microphone from his release to now this recent arrest. And that is what I think they have to make things stick. Conversations between Durk and all of them about certain things and all of that on wire, regarding these whole situations. And that is what they have to make things stick. And with that being said, it's really not looking good for Durk, to be real with you. And a lot of people feel like, did Durk let the social media trick him into sliding for Von? I'm going to tell you, anybody that believes that don't understand how gangbanging culture works. Gang culture is not like, if the internet wasn't saying nothing, this still would have happened regardless. Because men hang around certain people in gangs. There are certain people with certain reputations. And even if Durk is not the individual doing it, there are certain people in gangs that have reputations to do all type of things. And will wait for a while to even do things. Regardless, they'll wait till certain things die down in order to carry certain actions out. So I don't think it had anything to do with the media pressuring him to get this done and get that done. If nobody was saying anything, this still was going to happen because of the pressures of gang culture. And I'm so happy I'm not in no gang, because Durk has like 7 kids, and he also takes care of his brother's 3 children, right? He got a woman, fiance, all of that. Bro, ain't nobody got time for nothing like that. Nor in gang culture, you feel like you have to avenge losses and stuff like that. And unfortunately, jail time comes with that. Hard jail time. So it ain't looking good. He been doing this thing in the music industry for a while. He's been doing philanthropic work. About a month ago, he talked about having his record completely wiped and cleaned, right? From all his former cases, and now this comes up. So he talked about getting second chances, etc. He fully converted to Islam with his father. His father did like 27 years in prison. His father came out. His father's a Muslim. His father speaks to the youth and all of that. And then he started, embracing the Islamic faith and all of that. And people feel like that was a whole, because he also at his concert in Chicago recently, he put up pictures of all the fallen gang members in Chicago on both sides, even his known opposition. And so people were like, oh, he growing up. But people feel like he knew this was coming and he's trying to clean his image up with all these things, with him showing Islamic faith and all of that. He's been a Muslim for a while now, but they feel like a lot of this stuff was like for publicity. But I don't know, man. It's not looking good. We shall see.